Hey Bryan High School! I'm going to be teaching you guys today how to apply your 2020 Winterguard show makeup, so let's get started. So I never walk you guys through the brows, but today I am. So far I just have foundation on, and then I did already fill in my brows because I almost forgot about this. You guys are going to want to get a brow pencil. I don't care what you use to do the initial fill-in of your brows. Everyone has such different brows, but I want our brows to have a more full, sort of like spiky effect to them. So I already filled in my brows like I said, and I just want you guys to do like little motions with the pencil to start adding to that texture we want. And you don't need to do it super crazy, but we just want the brows to look a little bit more messy. For the makeup look, there's not going to be much that's really neat about it, so don't worry if anything isn't perfect, because everything else that's going to be going on your face is going to take a lot of the spotlight away from the brows. Those are just an added detail. Next, we're going to take the darkest shade in your palette. It's like a dark brownish black, at least that's what it looked like on the website. And I'm going to take this fluffy blending brush, and we're just going to blend this through the crease. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I do think that we should put a little effort into the blending. And I just want to start out with the crease so we don't go too crazy and take it all the way up to the brow line, because we do want your eyes to look dark, just not like a black eye. So when I take it through the crease, I usually just do side to side motions, and then I go back in circle motions. And you can also take a little bit on your brush and drag this onto the lower lash line. And it doesn't have to be super clean or anything like that. It's going to be pretty messy. So next I'm going to be using this flat packing brush, and I'm going to take the darkest shade again and pack this all over my lid. Now I'm going to go back with my fluffy blending brush and blend out those edges. Next up, I'm going to take my black eyeliner and just apply this to my lower lash line and underneath to my tight line. So I always give my little rundown of how you guys should be applying your lashes. So you have them on their little tray. You want to take one off, and you want to be able to measure it on your eye with no glue on it. So I pull mine off from the outside and by the band, not from the long lashes. And you want to make sure that you can shape it to your eye a little bit. And then you're going to want to take your mirror at a lower 45-degree angle. You want to place your lash on the lash line and gently just try and place it how you would wear it. And make sure that it's not too long. So this one looks like it's going to fit just right, so I don't have to cut anything off of this. But if I did, I would take my scissors and cut from the outer band side of the lash. You want to cut this part off and not anything from the inside. This part and out can come off, and just make sure you cut off the same amount of both sides. Then I'm going to put a very light layer of lash glue on it and let it get tacky for about 30 seconds, and then I'll apply it in just 1 sec. So now my lash glue is tacky. I have my little tweezers, and I'm going to put my mirror at a lower 45-degree angle, come from a high 45-degree angle, and place my lash on my lash line. So I have a little bit of lash glue still drying on this side, but when they're still a little bit wet, I like to push them up. We want to make sure that the lashes are up and open and not just straight down and flat. So just gently push those lashes up so they sit nicely. Okay, for the next step, it's going to help our eyes not look so crazy. So you're going to take the darkest brown in your palette. If you have a lighter complexion like me, if you have a darker complexion, you don't need to do this step. But I'm going to take the darkest brown, and I'm going to start placing my areas of like dirt. And they don't all have to be super dark. I have a few like concentrated spots that I'm doing. You guys can copy mine or come up with your own. So I'm going to do some right there. We're going to do like a little contouring. So I like to just put this here so I don't have to build up so much of the black or darkest color. And when I'm putting on my cheekbones, I'm using this angled brush and I'm just working this way up through this hollow spot in my cheekbone into my hairline, and then I just push it up over here. And I know that I'm going to be putting one kind of like burn mark right there and one on my chin, so I'm going to put that there, and then just some other spots on my neck. Next, I'm going to take the darkest shade or black shade. I'm going to run it through right here and try and blend that in. I know I need that right here. That's another one of my focus spots. And I know you guys are going to be putting this across your arm, so you'll just use that same technique. If you have a lighter complexion, build it. If you have a darker complexion, you can just put the black there and really build that up. Next, we're going to be taking our lipstick, and this is the fun part. So this is an area I'm going to do it in and on my chin. And I just dot the lipstick there and then pat it down here. Try and disperse the edges because I feel like that's what a real bloody spot would look like. Not just like it cuts off, but it kind of disperses the blood around the area. And then you can just put the excess on your lips or wipe it somewhere. While we have the lipstick open, I'm going to dab with a little bit of darker area right there and right there. And then apply the lipstick. One other area I just remembered is the nose. You can if you're lighter complected, you can use the brown. If you're darker complected, use the black. But I'm just adding an area here and connecting it back up into the eyeshadow. Here's the finished show makeup in all of its glory. I can't wait to see what this looks like with your guys' costumes. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below or shoot me an email. I'll have my email in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing start to your season.